Hi, in this short tutorial I'm going to show how I was able to create a character from Toonly who is both sitting and lip syncing. And what I've got here that I'll show you first is the Toonly project. This is the first scene. I have two scenes. This is the first scene, and all I have here is a very short 1-second clip of the character sitting. He's not doing anything else because he can't do more than one thing at a time. That's the whole point of trying to do two animations at once. The second scene is a little bit longer, not much longer, but long enough for me to have a voiceover that I recorded myself. It's only 5 seconds long. It's actually only about 4 seconds long when you take away the silence at the beginning and the end. And then I have an image of the character, and in this case he's in his default pose, and I went in and chose lip sync, and I've got him as an instant in and instant out effect. That's it, and I've lip synced him to my voiceover track. So that's it, and then I exported this video to MP4, and we'll go look at that now. So this is the video, and I also have a picture of a bench that I want my character to sit on, but we'll see that just in a moment. So what I'm going to do now is launch ScreenFlow, and in ScreenFlow I'm going to combine the character in each of these poses and the bench so that I can get the effect of the character sitting, talking, and sitting on the bench. So to do that, I'll go into ScreenFlow and I'll create a new document. This is ScreenFlow, if you haven't seen it before, and I'll copy both of these into my media library for this project. Get rid of the Finder, and I'll start by copying this video into the timeline. And we're going to do a couple of copies of this video in the timeline because we need the character doing two different things, and I'll just zoom that in a bit so we can see it. At the moment it's 6 seconds long, and what I'm looking for is just the section of this Toonly video with the character sitting, but actually ScreenFlow has a very simple way of doing this. I'll just take a freeze frame from this clip, and that's exactly, right there is exactly what I want them doing. So I'll just take a freeze frame, and for this timeline track I can remove everything else. I just need that one freeze frame, and I'm going to make it, I don't know, 4 seconds long or so, something like that. That'll be the duration of this video. And then, so that's really all I need. So no matter how long this video goes on, that timeline has a picture of the guy sitting. So let's take a second, don't need that again just now, so I'll turn that off. Take a second clip using the same video, and in fact we'll put that above. And in this second clip, what I want to do is find the section of the clip where he is lip syncing. And so to do that, let's turn the sound down a little bit. I'm going to use the speakers as well. So we'll just scrub forward till he starts speaking. That's about there. Okay, and I'm going to take this right hand portion of the video and discard the left hand portion. Let's put that back there just now. And while I'm here, I'll get rid of the silence at the end of the video. So it's silent from about there. Let's just get rid of that. And now we have, and that was good timing, we've actually got a 4 second video with in both clips. Okay, so what to do next? Now, what I really need is not the body, just the head of this character who's lip syncing, because the body I want is in this clip here. So what I need to do now is crop this section of the video, and I can do that using ScreenFlow's cropping tool. I really just want his head, nothing else. I'll take his collar as well, it might be handy for aligning in a moment. That's it, that's all I need of that character who's lip syncing. So we can go through the video and watch him lip syncing. Okay, but what we don't have is a view of what's underneath. There we have the view of what's underneath, and they're not aligned. So first thing I need to do is if I were to just move that on top of the other track, I would get some green around the face there. So what I want to do here is add a filter, the Chroma Key Filter, in ScreenFlow, and that will let me see through the green. And then what I want to do next is, whoops, I don't want to rotate it. What I want to do is move this head so that it obscures the head underneath. Whoops, there we go. Obscures the head underneath. And try and get it perfectly aligned. I'm using the arrow keys on the keyboard now. Okay, so that's pretty much perfectly aligned right there. And that is really it for this lip syncing track. Now what I did was added a chroma key filter so that I didn't have any green around this guy's head in case I was looking at anything behind it, and I will be in a moment. So what I'm going to do here, because I'm going to put a background on this video, I'll add a chroma key to this one as well. And now we can see right through both videos. And the final step, or almost the final step, is I need to add my bench. That goes right at the back of everything. And make it the same length. And the bench is the wrong way around, so we'll go and change that. And that's done by rotating it on the y-axis, 180 degrees. So the bench is now the right way around. But as you can see, the character's too big for the bench if you want them sitting on it. This is just bells and whistles now. I've done all the important stuff. So let's nest those clips. And that means we can get rid of that. That means we can scale these clips together. And in fact, we haven't made the bench big enough, so let's do that. There we go, that's the bench big enough now for the video, I think. And finally we'll move this character so that he's sitting on the bench. And that should be it. So that's the final video. Let's have a look. Syncing demo. The character should be lip syncing right now. That's it. So just to recap, we brought the green screen background Toonly video into our video editor, in this case ScreenFlow, made 2 copies of it, gave both of them a chroma key filter so you can see what's behind, put the photograph of the bench behind, and then cropped the lip sync clip so that we can just see the head and align that with the body to give the effect that they're the same clip. That's it. That's simultaneous animations in Toonly using an external video editor. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know if you have any comments. Now let's just take a quick look at the final video. This is a lip syncing demo. The character should be lip syncing right now.